Horror Story. The Enchanted Forest. Scene 1. The beginning in the forest. Leo, the hybrid between a lion and a child, was walking into the dense, mysterious forest. His wide, expressive eyes reflected a sense of wonder. His fluffy mane bounced with every step, his oversized red t-shirt and gray pants dragging slightly as he walked. The forest ahead looked inviting, but also strangely dark and ominous. Scene 2. A whisper in the wind. As Leo stepped deeper into the forest, he felt a soft, eerie whisper brush against his ears. His fluffy mane rustled slightly as he looked around, his small paws flexing in nervous curiosity. "Who's there?" Leo asked, but the wind only answered with more whispers. Scene 3. The first glimpse of the shadow. Suddenly, Leo caught a glimpse of a shadow darting between the trees. His large eyes widened in surprise as his heart raced. His small, rounded lion paws shuffled uneasily on the forest floor. "That wasn't just the wind," he whispered, his voice trembling. Scene 4. The creature approaches. Out of the darkness, a shadowy figure slowly approached Leo. The creature's glowing red eyes gleamed in the night. Leo stood frozen in place, his red t-shirt clinging to his small body, his fluffy mane growing slightly messy with tension. His paws instinctively curled as the creature grew closer. Scene 5. Transformation begins. Leo suddenly felt a strange, tingling sensation. His small hands began to grow claws, and his feet transformed into massive lion paws. His body thickened, fur growing rapidly, changing him. His red t-shirt stretched over his newly transformed body, making him appear more lion than child. Scene 6. Struggling with his change. "Help!" Leo screamed, his large eyes filled with confusion and fear. His fluffy mane, once so soft, now seemed untamed and wild. His small lion paws dug into the ground as he tried to resist the transformation, but it was too late. His body now resembled a large lion, but his childlike mind fought to stay in control. Scene 7. The creature's voice. The shadowy creature's voice echoed through the trees. "You are in the Enchanted Forest now. This place changes all who enter. Only those strong enough can return to what they once were." Scene 8. Leo runs deeper. Panicked, Leo ran further into the forest, his massive lion paws pounding against the earth. His red t-shirt clung tightly to his body, now looking absurdly small against his growing lion frame. The wind rushed through his mane as he pushed on. Scene 9. The forest shifts. As Leo ran, the trees around him twisted unnaturally, closing in. The path he had been following suddenly vanished, replaced by an endless maze of thick vines and shifting branches. His childlike curiosity was replaced with terror as he realized the forest itself was changing to trap him. Scene 10. A voice in the shadows. Leo heard another whisper, louder now. "You can't escape, little one." His large, wide eyes scanned the trees, but there was no one to be seen. The air grew colder, and his oversized gray pants flapped against his legs. Scene 11. A glimpse of something moving. Suddenly, something moved behind him, faster than he could see. Leo turned quickly, his fluffy mane now bristling with fear. His lion paws flexed in a defensive position as he awaited whatever came next. Scene 12. The transformation deepens. Leo felt his fur thickening, his claws growing longer. His face now almost fully resembled that of a lion. His eyes, once so innocent, now seemed wild, the transformation nearly complete. His t-shirt, still stretched over his large body, seemed to shimmer with an unnatural glow. Scene 13. Lost in the maze. The forest grew darker, and Leo's sense of direction vanished. The trees moved around him, and the air was thick with an eerie fog. His red t-shirt became a faint splash of color in the vast blackness of the forest. His lion paws left tracks in the misty ground, but they led nowhere. Scene 14. An offer from the darkness. A voice spoke from the shadows. You can stay as you are, Leo, or you can embrace your true form. Leo hesitated, his lion face filled with confusion. He didn't want to lose his childhood, but the forest felt like it was swallowing him whole. Scene 15. The decision. Leo took a deep breath, trying to push away the fear. His large lion paws clenched, and his fluffy mane ruffled in the breeze. He wasn't sure what to do, but one thing was clear. He couldn't stay the way he was forever. Scene 16. Another shift in the forest. The trees shifted, opening into a clearing. Leo stepped forward, his massive paws crunching the leaves beneath him. His red t-shirt now looked almost comical on his transformed body, and his mane shimmered in the moonlight. But the clearing felt wrong, empty yet alive with an unsettling presence. Scene 17. The eyes in the dark. Leo noticed glowing red eyes watching him from the darkness. The forest seemed to be alive, and Leo felt as though he was being hunted, his soft lion paws tense.